Hello everyone, welcome to the next class of macroeconomics, foreign exchange rate. We are starting today with a new chapter, that is foreign exchange rate. First of all, foreign exchange rate can be classified into two parts. One is foreign exchange, one is foreign exchange rate. What does that mean, foreign exchange? Foreign exchange means foreign currency. Foreign exchange means foreign currency with the central bank of the country. Foreign exchange means foreign currency with the central bank of the country. And what does the exchange rate means? Exchange rate means the rate at which 1 unit of foreign currency can be exchanged with number of units of domestic currency. Foreign exchange rate is the rate at which 1 unit of foreign currency, that is termed as dollar, can be exchanged with number of units of domestic currency. This is the difference between foreign exchange and foreign exchange rate. Foreign exchange means foreign currency with the RBI. Foreign exchange rate means the rate at which 1 unit of foreign currency can be exchanged with number of units of domestic currency. So the next part is foreign exchange rate can be finding out with the help of two methods. One is fixed exchange rate system, one is flexible exchange rate system. Fixed exchange rate system is a system in which exchange rate can be fixed throughout. It can be classified into two parts. One is gold standard system and one is Bretton Woods system of exchange. First system is gold standard system and the second system is Bretton Woods system of exchange. What does gold standard system denotes? Gold standard system denotes that all currencies can be valued in the terms of gold. Just an example, $1 equals to 10 grams of gold. $1 equals to 10 grams of gold and 10 rupees equals to 5 grams of gold. It means that $1 equals to 20 rupees. It was just an example. How to determine the exchange rate? Exchange rate can be determined on the basis of value of gold in that particular country. So the exchange rate is $1 equals to 20 rupees. Next is Bretton Woods system of exchange. This system is also known as adjustable peg system. In this situation, value of the currency can be termed in measures of US dollar and US dollar can ultimately be measured in the terms of gold. So this is known as Bretton Woods system. Now the next system is flexible exchange rate system, that is exchange rate as per the free play forces of demand and supply. Exchange rate as per the free play forces of demand and supply, that is termed as flexible exchange rate system. So first of all, before starting this heading, we need to discuss about the relationship between the rate of exchange and demand and the relationship between the rate of exchange and supply. First of all, $1 equals to 50 rupees. We are just taking an example. $1 equal to rupees 60. It means rate of exchange increases. It means that earlier we are purchasing something in rupees 50. Now we are purchasing something in rupees 60. It means that when the rate of exchange increases, demand for that particular commodity decreases. Another example, $1 equals to rupees 50. $1 equals to rupees 40. Means earlier the commodity is available at rupees 50. Now the commodity is available at rupees 40. In this situation, rate of exchange decreases and the demand for that particular commodity increases. This shows negative relationship. Negative relationship means the curve is downward sloping. The curve is downward sloping. This is the demand curve. Here I am writing down rate of exchange. Here I am writing down demand in US dollars. This is the relationship between rate of exchange and demand. Now the next relation is rate of exchange and supply. Just an example, $1 equals to rupees 50. $1 equal to rupees 60. If we sell something or we supply something, we will get 50 in return in the previous time. Now we are getting rupees 60. It means that when the rate of exchange increases, in that situation, supply of that particular commodity increases. And in the other side, $1 equal to rupees 50. Now $1 equal to rupees 40 means earlier we are getting 50 for something. Now we are getting rupees 40. It means rate of exchange decreases. If the rate of exchange decreases, supply of that particular commodity also decreases, which shows positive relationship. If the relationship is positive, then the curve is upward sloping, that is rate of exchange and supply of foreign currency, that is US dollars. This was the relationship between rate of exchange and demand, and this is the relationship between rate of exchange and supply. In the next heading, we are going to discuss about the determination of exchange rate as per the free play forces of demand and supply. Yes, now, how to determine the exchange rate under the flexible exchange rate system or exchange rate under the free play forces of demand and supply? It is quite simple, as we have already done in class 11. That is, rate of exchange is decided as per the free play forces. Free play forces means the situation in which demand is equal to supply. We are writing down rate of exchange. Here I am writing down demand and supply of foreign currency. As we have discussed already, demand curve is downward sloping, supply curve is upward sloping. Equilibrium rate is assigned where the demand is equal to supply. This is the equilibrium rate of exchange and this is the demand and supply. So here comes the four headings of the four situations. One is increase in demand, one is decrease in demand, one is increase in supply, and one is decrease in the supply. Before starting these headings, we are able to discuss about the different kinds of situations that comes under the exchange rate. Just an example, $1 equal to rupees 50. If $1 comes to rupees 60, it means that rate of exchange increases. First thing is rate of exchange increases. If the rate of exchange increases, it means our currency depreciates. Means earlier we have to pay 50 rupees for $1, now we need to pay 60 rupees for $1. It means that this is depreciation of domestic currency. What does it mean? Depreciation of domestic currency. When the rate of exchange increases in this situation, demand for the particular commodity decreases, or we can say that imports tends to reduce, or we can say that imports tends to reduce. And when the rate of exchange increases, our supply tends to increase. It means that exports were increasing in the economy. And the other situation is $1 equal to rupees 50, $1 equal to rupees 40. It means that rate of exchange is decreasing. When the rate of exchange is falling, it means that our currency needs to appreciate. It means that our currency is appreciating. That is appreciation of domestic currency. In this situation, imports rises and exports falls. In this situation, imports rises and exports falls. It means that whenever we are going to explain any of the situation, we came to the conclusion at what was changes happening in this situation. First of all, increase in the demand. This is x-axis, this is point of origin, this is y-axis. Here I am writing down rate of exchange. Here I am writing down demand and supply of foreign currency. This is upward sloping supply curve. This is downward sloping demand curve. Earlier, this is the point of equilibrium. That is, this is the equilibrium demand and supply, and this is the equilibrium rate of exchange. Now the situation is increase in the demand. Increase in demand shows a rightward shift from DD to D1, D1, where new equilibrium is formed, that is E1, at which rate of exchange increases from OR to OR1. And when the rate of exchange increases, what does it denote? It denotes depreciation. What does it denote? It denotes depreciation. As the rate of exchange increases, it means the depreciation of the domestic currency. When there is this situation, it means that imports were falling in the economy and exports were rising in the economy. In the same situation, we need to explain the situation that is decrease in the demand. That is, I am writing down rate of exchange here, I am writing down demand and supply here. Same manner, SS is supply curve, DD is demand curve, E is the point of equilibrium, this is the rate of exchange. When there was decrease in demand in the economy, it means that the curve takes leftward shift from DD to D0, D0, where new equilibrium is formed, that is E0, at which equilibrium rate of exchange decreases. It means that rate of exchange is decreasing in the economy. This means the appreciation of domestic currency, and which leads to increase in the imports in the economy and leads to decrease in the exports in the economy. In the same situation, increase in the supply. Same situation, x-axis, point of origin, y-axis. Here I am writing down rate of exchange, here I am writing down demand and supply. SS is the supply curve, that is upward sloping. DD is the demand curve, that is down sloping. This is the point of equilibrium. When the supply curve increases or supply curve shifts to the right, that is, this is S1, at which new equilibrium is formed, that is E0, at which equilibrium rate decreases from R to R0. I am writing down rate of exchange decreases, which means appreciation of domestic currency, which leads to increase in the imports in an economy and leads to decrease in the exports in an economy. This is the last situation, that is decrease in the supply. X-axis, point of origin, y-axis. I am writing down rate of exchange here, I am writing down demand and supply here. This is the supply curve, that is upward sloping. This is the demand curve, that is downward sloping. E is the point of equilibrium and OR is the equilibrium rate of exchange. When the supply of an economy tends to decrease, it takes a leftward shift from SS to S0, that is new equilibrium is formed, that is E0, at which equilibrium rate increases, that is rate of exchange increases in an economy. In place of appreciation, it was depreciation. Imports tends to fall in the economy and exports tend to rise in the economy. Now we are going to discuss about the last heading of this chapter, that is managed plotting. Managed plotting is also known as dirty plotting. Managed plotting is also known as dirty plotting. It is the instrument used by RBI in which RBI releases, means sell the foreign currency, or absorb, that is purchase the foreign currency. It means RBI sells or purchase the foreign currency to manage different kinds of situation in the economy. One more last heading was left, that is devaluation. Devaluation is an activity in which government itself reduces the value of its currency to increase the exports in an economy. This was the foreign exchange rate. But we have discussed this chapter, that is foreign exchange rate, determinants of foreign exchange rate, that is fixed exchange rate system and flexible exchange rate system, and the different situations, that is increase in demand, decrease in demand, increase in supply, decrease in the supply. This is the foreign exchange rate, and do visit my next video for the next chapter, that is balance of payment. Thank you, Rita.